المتخصصة في الذكاء الاصطناعي لتعزيز ثقافة الفرد والمجتمع والدولة نحو هذا التخصص الهام والفعال والحيوي للتعامل مع الأوبئة. هل الدكتور براين كاتش زاد هو جاهز؟
دكتور فينكتش، دكتور فينكي بليز. دكتور فينكتش طبعا استاذ اسيستنت بروفيسور رئيس قسم الفيزياء الحيويه بوكار الهند. who will give us the last the before last lecture entitled is about a PCR in COVID-19 pandemic. يعني بالعربي بيعطي لكم درس حول الجهاز اللي نستخدمه بالفحوصات وانواعه، كيف تطور الجهاز هذا وكيف بدينا نستخدم الجهاز بتشخيص الامراض الفيروسيه المختلفه. هذه كلام حاب يعطي لكم. اود التنويه والتذكير ان بعد المحاضره هذه معنا طبيب مختص بكوفيد 19 بالكورونا بيجيب على كل الاسئله الموجوده واللي رسلتوها بمجموعات الواتساب، وبيجاوب على الاسئله الاضافيه اللي بتجيبوها من نتمنى ان اللي عنده اي اسئله يجهزها ويطرحها لما يجي الدكتور معاذ منصور، وان شاء الله يجاوب على الاسئله كامله. دكتور فينكتش, welcome to the conference.
Yes. Thank you.
We are very sorry to make you wait all this time. So please go ahead.
It's okay.
Start your lecture.
Okay. So I am sharing my screen from my laptop. Okay. Is it okay?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Yeah, but slides are not open.
Okay. Now it's open.
The folder is empty. They are telling us.
Okay.
دكتور مجاهد، نعتذر بالنيابه عن الدكتور مجاهد. انتم عارفين، كل احنا عارفين يعني وضع اليمن والانترنت باليمن، فالانقطاع كان اجباري واعتقد انه وصل للتوصيات، والدكتوره رانيا ما قصرت يعني بالتوصيات. واذا في اي بنرسل لكم ان شاء الله بالرابط، بنرسل لكم ان شاء الله بالبي بي تي حق السلايدات كامل ان شاء الله، نطلب منه يرسل لنا. Venkatesh, what is happening here?
Yes. I am sharing. Wait.
Okay, take your time, no problem.
Yeah.
So
give me 1 minute.
Yeah, take your minute, 1 minute. So what?
Yes, I am ready.
Yeah. Show us the BBT.
Yes. Is it okay? Hello.
Yeah. Dear, it is not opening.
No,
BBT.
I open. Share my screen.
Check it. Excellent. Huh? وين يفتح؟ يدور.
Is it there? Screen is there? Here it is showing you are sharing screen like this. Yeah. Yeah, it is open. It is open here. So what's I have sent.
I can see only this download folder downloads, but BBT this presentation of make double click and clear that BBT is not opening. It is showing only folder. Okay.
Okay. Wait.
You can speak or tell it is open or something.
Yeah. Okay.
So read from that and.
Is it okay now? Is it okay?
Yeah. Now it's open. Yes. Make it
Open.
full screen and start.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So
Yes.
hello everyone, and very late good evening to all of you. So respected Vice Chancellor and respected Council General, Mumbai, India, respected all delegates from India, Yemen, and all over the globe. So all my dear Yemeni students, organizing secretary, committee, and all enthusiastic participants all over the night who are here. So in these 2 days international web conference, I am giving my talk on PCR in COVID-19. So basically this PCR is used for testing in COVID-19. So why testing? So why testing is needed or need of the hour? Because there is no drug or neither vaccine to treat or prevent reduce. So gives you
Venkatesh,
mitigation effect. Yes.
voice is buffering, so.
Okay. Hello.
Now it's good. You continue. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes. So by testing, we can trace the infected one. We can isolate them and we can treat them in an advance before onset of symptom, and likewise we can also stop its transmission, which is a very high in this case of COVID. So for testing, why PCR? Because there are other detection or diagnostic techniques are there on the basis of antibody. But why PCR? Because from first day of infection or from first minute to hour, we can detect in PCR. But in antibody detection, we need or we have to wait up to antibodies to be raised against that antigen. So it will take around 6 to 8 days. So in antibody assay, we can only able to detect this virus after a week, but in PCR we do not need to be wait. So key points here in PCR we are discussing: introduction, its principle, working procedure, types, its application, and how specifically this RT-PCR is applicable in COVID-19 infection. So the great mind behind this discovery was Kary Mullis, who developed a PCR in 1983 and got Nobel Prize in 1999. So PCR machine is also known as a thermocycler because there is a cycling of temperature at every cycle for amplification. So the basic idea behind this discovery was the bracketing a desired sequence among a genome and getting amplified copies of that bracketed fragment. So this was the basic idea, and then this monomer
Again, voice is buffering again.
Hello. So, yes, Redfan.
Yes, yes, now is okay. Yes, yes,
Okay.
dear. Continue.
Okay. Yes, yes. So the next part of this PCR is chain reaction, where the same amplified fragment or a DNA is getting amplified, and amplified up to 30 to 35 cycles. So basically PCR is polymerase plus chain reaction. So we can say it is simply a DNA replication in a test tube as it is occurring in a cell to get multiply. So principle behind this PCR is thermocycler or PCR machine working on rising and lowering of temperature in a heat block in a pre-programmed state. So the temperature is increased and decreased in a particular manner to make this reaction to occur. And typically this contain three basic steps, that is denaturation, annealing, and extension. So the basic chemical requirement for this reaction to occur is the DNA template, then primers, then Taq polymerase, which is also acting as a DNA polymerase, DNTPs, a raw material for new strand synthesis, buffer solution to maintain the pH throughout reaction, and cations such as Mg2 plus acting as a cofactors for enzyme. So denaturation state. So as you know, the denaturation is getting separation of two strand of a DNA by heating effect. So when we are increasing temperature up to 90 to 96, the double stranded DNA, which is complementary bind with a hydrogen bond, gets separated. So next step is the separated strand is aligned with the primers. So there are two types of primers, forward primer and reverse primer. So this annealing of primers is basically taking place at a degree of 40 to 60 degrees Celsius. Last synthesizing
Again, problem in the voice. Hello? Hello? Dr. Venkatesh. Hello? Hello? Venkatesh. Yeah, I know. يا دكتور ابراهيم تعب من المغرب للان وراح يتعشي. تعال يا دكتور شوف المشكله فين بالضبط الان. شكله خارج خالص. الاصبحي بعد لحظه نشوف الان، نشوف مش الاصبحي الان باقي معانا الدكتور معاذ، بعدين اللي بيجيب على الاسئله الدكتور يجيب على الاسئله. دكتور فنكدش ايوه يمكن النت انتظر الان وبعدين خرج، ما خرج يعني اجباري برجع يتصل، يقدر يتصل ثانيه اتصل. ايوه زي لانه انتظر لنا يومين، ينتظر لنا يومين يعني. موجود خلاص توصل. Venkatesh.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Now make.
Yes. No problem. Now it is there. It is on screen.
Yeah, it is on screen. BBT is not opening yet, but we can see screen, the folder.
So open it now. So wait.
ارسل الرابط. Doctor, it is we can see only the folder open, but we cannot see the BBT.
Wait.
Okay, take it.
Now it is there. It is there now.
Yeah. Now go ahead.
Okay.
Keep on. Keep going.
So we are at extension step, where here this continues. So this is cycling class. Denaturation is at 95, and is 40, and extension is at 72. So temperature data in in-house PCR. So here you can see the denaturation temperature is between 80 to 100, that is around 90 to 98, and uh, uh, the annealing temperature is again down between 40 to 60, and extension temperature is at around 70 to 76. So this is what happening again and again. That's why it is also known as thermocycler, where the temperature cycle of temperature is going continuously up to 30 to 35 cycles. So here is a PCR result and amplification, where a template DNA in first cycle is getting multiplied in 2 raised to 2 manner, and in likewise 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 5. In around 35 cycles, we are getting 2 raised to 35 or 36. It is around 68 million copies of a single DNA in a single PCR run. So there are different types of PCR. Due to its highly versatility, this technique is applicable in various manner. So first is inverse PCR. In this, uh, unknown sequence with a known sequence is attached, where ends are cutted with a restriction enzyme and allow that fragment to ligate, and again that known sequence is or made and known ends, where we can attach a primer and get an amplification. So next is reverse transcriptase PCR. Here the main principle is that we are reversing the transcription, means we are converting the RNA into DNA. So basically transcription is DNA to RNA, but in case of reverse transcription, we are making RNA to DNA with a very important functional enzyme, that is a reverse transcriptase. So the where the viruses is of RNA in genetic material, or G at the end of the from is thereafter amplification done. So again, a symmetric PCR, as name itself, one of a primer is added in 1:100 ratio. So after 20 to 25 cycles, one strand will not amplify because a limitation of primer, and in next 5 to 10 cycles we are getting amplification of fewer a single strand. Then allele specific, it is basically depend on single nucleotide polymorphism. Here when there is a change in a single nucleotide, there will be a mismatch, or there from there a primer extension will be reduced and we cannot get a result. From there we say that there is a mismatch. So there are different variants of this PCR, that is overlapping extension PCR, assembly PCR, ligation mediated PCR, methylation, mini pair multiplexing, etc. So some of the applications. So the most applicable is insulin in a commercially available a product where a human cell is having insulin gene and it is multiplied in many numbers to get recombinant with a PCR, this plasmid, and when this plasmid is transferred to a machinery, a basic machinery, that is bacteria, to have a large scale production. So next is use of PCR in forensic. So from crime spot, if we can collect a small sample, we can amplify that sample in a large amount and make electrophoresis for the genetic material, and we can compare that genetic material bands with suspect. So in this case, suspect 2 is involved in crime scene, as it is showing a similar bands. So parental testing. So as you know, a child is having a DNA from mother and father. So with the help of PCR, we are amplifying the children's DNA and run it on a gel where half of the band and half out of that genetic file of this. So next, you organism, golden rice, fever tomato, BT cotton, and there are some PCR techniques used or highly used in research purpose. So these are the overall techniques, or at a glance, we are having molecular, personalized, molecular cloning, food in agriculture, and forensic applications of this PCR. Now, the main part is that how this quantitative or real-time PCR is applicable or useful in COVID-19. So the basic flow chart we are using for sample testing is first receiving sample with careful protection and handling. So after receiving, we are putting that sample in freeze at 4 degrees Celsius, and from that swab sample we are taking 140 microliter of swab and extracting RNA with a buffer lysis and treatment. So after that we are adding a master mix. It is nothing but a chemical requirement for PCR reaction, that is a DNTPs, DNA polymerase, primers, and cofactors. So the next main part is positive control. So this is a positive control we are adding to check our run is working properly or it is having some false results. After that, RT-PCR programming. So that is converting our fluorescence into digital data, and on a screen we are analyzing the results where it is having peak or whether there is a peak behind baseline. So we are deciding it is a positive or negative sample. So SARS-CoV-2 having a specific gene and primer that is specific to COVID-19. So if we amplify this region, then only we can say that, or the presence of this gene products, then only we can say that the sample is a positive. So RDRP gene, E gene, and N gene, which are highly specific to this SARS-CoV-2. So the requirement is we are using complement DNA, RNA for corona raw material DNTPs. So detection method, we are having basically two detection method: DNA dyes and porter probe method. So nowadays this Tagman probe or fluorescent reporter method is a useful or having a high sensitivity than a DNA probe. So how it is working? So this is a, after denaturation we are applying primer and the primer is getting extended or synthesized by DNA polymerase. And here is a Tagman probe having fluorochrome and quencher. So when they are in close proximity, this quencher is not allowing fluorochrome to give its fluorescence. But when this polymerase making separate quencher and fluorochrome, the fluorochrome emitting its light, and it is that light is detected by detector. So after more number of amplification, the more number of fluorescence is uh, emitted from overall sample, and then that is detected by a detector, and at the time of amplification is detected. That's why it is known as a real-time PCR. So as we see that, so here is a tungsten lamp which is focusing light over a lens, and from every tube inside this uh, veil is reflecting a fluorescence which is again collected by this CCD camera, and from this it is converted into digital form and it is displayed on a screen. So number of or degree of fluorescence is directly proportional to the concentration of RNA or concentration of virus present in a sample. Because as there is an amplification, there will be it means that there are maybe a large number of templates. So this is a quantitative PCR data analysis. Here we can say on x-axis there is a fluorescence, and on y-axis there is number. So in graph there is a single hands. It means that more than one sample is showing same amplification. Most of experiments we are applying duplex or 3 sample 4 sample together. So likewise a single graph is obtained. So in second graph there is a peak at a first and there is a green peak at a last of this graph. It means that there is a high concentration of sample first, and there is a high concentration of this green line sample. There is very low concentration of this green line sample because there is a low RNA. That's why there is a low fluorescence, and that's why they are detected at a 30 cycle of RT-PCR. So this is a baseline and this is a threshold line which is intersected by COT value. So this is what about RT-PCR, and take a home message that RT-PCR is a reliable technique, highly sensitive and specific because it is amplifying highly specific genes. It is an automated because every cycle we do not have to add anything. Once we have add a master mix, it is automatically starting cycles up to 35, and it is high throughput, means at the same time we can analyze a number of sample. So previously available RT-PCRs are doing 96 samples together, but nowadays uh, COVID-19 lab, in our lab there is a 384 whales are there, or its capacity is very high. So now on a date or today ICMR has displayed in a 24-hour they have tested 1,15,519 samples in 24 hours. So from 5 RT-PCR laboratories to this much sample testing daily. So it means that India is doing very well in RT-PCR testing. So it is highly recommended by WHO and ICMR India. So on a now as on present there is no So testing PCR,
Also
and treating only. With this, thank you. So I would like to.
Venkatesh, voice is fluctuating. It is not, and you are showing this photo because I'm not there in this photo. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So
Actually, this is
you
our
are.
center.
So this is my lab mates and my dear lab mate Red Fan. So I would like to express my sincere thanks to Yamani Academics Forum, organizing secretary Red Fan Ahmad, for giving me this chance to explore my PCR technique knowledge. And we are really proud of you all Yamani students, because you are taking care of your home by keeping yourself away from home. So it's a great moment, it's a great event. Best of luck to all of you, and thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Venkatesh, for this detailed explanation about the BCR and how we are using BCR and why we are using BCR. So this also I want to tell you one thing about Venkatesh بالعربي بقولها. طبعا دكتور فينكديش اشتغل معنا بالمركز حق تشخيص فيروس كورونا بالمدينه هذه اللي احنا فيها، والان هو استاذ مساعد بالجامعه اللي بالجامعه. شكرا. Thank you very much, dear. Now we will go to the next lecture. Please, معاذ منصور. معاذ منصور ايش كاتب؟ ممكن ترسل لي على الواتس يا دكتور؟ طبعا الدكتور معاذ منصور موجود معك. الدكتور معاذ منصور اخصائي الجراحه العامه، عضو هيئه التدريس كليه الطب جامعه تعز. ف له خبره كبيره بالكوفيد 19 والتعامل مع كوفيد 19 مع المرض كورونا كما يسموه باليمن. فاي الاسئله